Our ancestors have destroyed the world, and we had to pay the price. With over 100 years without sunlight. But we have prepared ourselves for our chance to make things right. They stole from us a life of happiness. Still, we will make the best of it. Even though Mother Earth is grim and tainted, we have managed to survive. And we will keep surviving.
So cool! That was awesome! What a way to open your game! You scared the crap out of me, but what a way to open the game! Wasn't expecting it. I'm just looking over here, doing stuff a second more, all of a sudden, dong! What the heck just happened? I thought my roof fell in on me. Scare the crap out of me. What? Okay. The loading on my monitor was different from the loading in the capture. Confused me. What do we have for options? Sure. Audio though. Game volume down, music volume down. Voiceover volume is what I want to be the highest. A user interface will annoy the crap out of me if it's too loud. Oh, that feels a whole lot better. Sure, let's do that. New game, let's go. What do we have? Play either in interluded tutorial that teaches you all the important aspects of the game, or become familiar with certain plastics before play segments. In survival, you can configure your game according to your needs. There is no predefined condition to win, create a huge settlement, or fight against a challenging environment. Anything is possible to survive. Choose a variety of challenges and areas that has different goals. Let's go with the tutorial, main tutorial. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what this game's about. Oh, also huge shout out to Endzone, A World Apart, for supplying me with a key to this game and giving it a go. And also, what is up? Hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to this game.
We finally left the Endzone. Just look at this beautiful scenery. It's marvelous, even though it's a bit different from what we had pictured. We were able to secure a few basic resources and are storing them in our bus.
Let's build ourselves a new home.
I'm glad we prepared ourselves well for this kind of scenario, especially since our inventories in the Endzone ran low. Don't forget that if you need additional information, you can look at our survival guide at any time.
Got it. Open survival guide. Sure.
Well done. Everything you need to know should be right here. I think the time has come for us to at last build ourselves a new home here.
Okay.
Before we can construct buildings at all, we have to assign the profession builder to several settlers so that they can take care of construction contracts. In general, it's your responsibility to decide which tasks are important and how our settlers are supposed to be distributed to attend to them.
Sure. Very, very cool. Fleshy flesh. Builders. Okay, let's get
all right.
3 builders.
Your builders will be ready as soon as construction contracts have been issued. It's time to start focusing on our key and most basic need, water.
Yeah.
The first thing we ought to do is to establish a working water supply. So we'll move on to our first construction contract. Place and build a jetty by a lake in the vicinity of your town center.
This thing? There's a lot of like professions to have. Also, a charcoal burner. Perfect profession. Build a jetty. Can I rotate? How does one rotate? Middle mouse button? Well, I mean, middle mouse button does that for me. That doesn't rotate either. I'm gonna say R. Perfect. And we got deep water right there. Beautiful. One jetty build. Do I have to click it and say build? Nope, 2 workers going for it now. Can hold 3 people. Build next. What? Sorry. Oh, okay. So they're going to get the resources? Is that what I just saw? Yeah, they're going to get resources. Super slow. They have no sense of urgency about their water supply, which, judging by this, is only 600 with 3 in reserve now. Okay. So this is scrap, tools, radiation, medication, cloth, metal, plastics, electronics, coal. So I imagine we're going to have winter to deal with, right? Is there a season that I can see anywhere? Aha! Weather, season 1. Looks like it's going to be a bunch of rain. Looks like we have fast forward we can do. Oh, where's my progress meter? Ah, construction progress right here. Okay.
Very good. The jetty was completed as planned. Now we have a place where we can collect water. There are other possibilities to gather water too, but the jetty is the simplest and most cost-effective method.
Scoop it out of the lake is what you're saying. I like how you call this a jetty. It's a dock, bro. It's simply just a dock.
We can obtain and store water from different sources, like a jetty, rain collector,
You think
or
that would
well
be
in the
smart?
cistern. The cistern should always be in close proximity to a water source, so that our water carriers don't have to walk too far.
Okay. Build a... Can I just click it? Oh, you can. Well... So if I put it like right over here, it would be cool. I don't want to block the water too much. Can we build like, you know, a rain collector? Rainwater collector? You figure that would be one of the first things you want to build. We don't got enough plastic. Assign water carriers, huh? Need 3 of them? Gotcha. Water produced. So if I hit 3, good. It's got the good old RTS method of slowing down time and fast forwarding time. Spacebar is going to pause. Yep, gotcha. You guys building? I just need to put the scrap in. Scrap is in. Water's built. You guys are just literally scooping it out and throwing it in. Made such a big deal of this thing being
Great.
fancy.
We have now installed a working water supply, and water is now transported from the jetty to our cistern. Consider hiring more water carriers if you don't have enough settlers available. You can never have enough water in storage.
You got a good point.
Now we should focus on food production. It's important to ensure the supply right from the start. A gatherer's cabin, a hunting lodge, or a fishing hut can directly remedy the situation. I suggest starting with a fishing hut, since we're already located near a lake.
Right, but the problem is we'll fish out a lake real fast. If we're not careful. I mean, really should be over there, but I mean deeper water. Yeah, we'll put it right here. So we have 817 water right now. Production limit 90,000. Well, I guess since we have the people. We have 4 more people. We can throw them all into water carrier and then have a couple fishers there. You got. I hit escape to try to get out of these menus, and that's not how you do it. You guys got people working on you. You super slow dudes. Wood, scrap. We're looking okay on all that. That's done. So how you guys fish? Just fishing poles that somehow you guys have? Oh, you caught fish. You just throw in a bucket. Yeah, you fish out a lake real fast. Something like this, it's not connected to any other body of water. Yeah, that's not the best source.
Good work.
Yeah.
We've now taken care of our basic supply via food and water. Make sure that you have enough food and water on hand at all times, especially if you want to upgrade your settlement. A population that grows too fast can quickly unbalance your food and water supply, bringing major difficulties for you if you don't watch out.
Yeah, I was wondering if this showed, like, if there's a limit to the area.
Crops are another excellent way of getting food because they constantly grow as long as the soil is moist enough.
Moist.
Each seed has different yields and growing times. This means that it could take some time until your field is ready to be harvested, in contrast to your fishing hut, where production can be right away.
Cultivated field. How many do you want? Just one? I want more than just one. We'll build it over here. How about a little... Oh, it has to be 6x6. Can't be any smaller. Well, what if we did... You know what? For now, a little 6x6. Just to see what it's about. Ooh, contaminated. I assigned settlers to the farmer. We can take out one water guy, I guess. And then throw a farmer in. And seeds from the fields chosen. And then view the information, irrigation. Okay, so click on you. Choose seed. Cabbage or black something. We'll do cabbage. Cabbage? Grow time 1.9 seasons. Maximum yields 144 food. That's not a lot. And then open and view the environmental... This thing.
Looks good.
Oh.
Remember that we need the widest variety of food sources to stay healthy. You should also plan ahead for drought periods that might come when it's not going to rain. Stock up on food and adapt your production to avoid bottlenecks. I'll show you a few more strategies later on.
So blue being the best. Red's bad. Green's the next best. Okay.
At the beginning, we don't have much scrap, wood, or other resources. We could build a production building, but to obtain resources as fast as possible, it's best that we start gathering right away. Assign a Gather All Resources task. All the settlers who haven't been assigned any profession by you are going to accept these kinds of tasks. In addition, settlers distribute resources within your settlement.
Okay, cool. So, place gather wood. Let me get off of this thing. 190, 195. Here, do that. Scrap, on the other hand, we have a crap ton of scrap here. Let's just do something like that. Or something like that. Now, are they going to do that, or is it because they're builders? 1 out of 3 available. Okay. Well, I'll take some builders down to go gather. I mean, that's kind of smart. I got nothing to build, so let them actually do stuff. It's nighttime, though, so they don't really want to work during the night, I imagine. Oh, they're chopping. So I'm really hoping it actually clears the area so we can start building some more. Let's go into fast forward mode. Are we looking on water? 1,617. Judging by that little yellow bar.
Since we now own plenty of resources, we can start to build a real production building. Then you don't have to always make efforts by hand that collecting is taking place. Production buildings are not only easier to manage, they're also distinctly more effective than simple tasks. Don't place production buildings too far away from your settlement. You'll be able to change their working area at any time later on.
Okay. So you're saying like a actual like lumber mill.
Right on. The best thing for us to do now is to build a forester's lodge to automate our supply of wood and make it more effective at the same time. Foresters are not only able to chop down trees, they reforest areas with trees as well.
Okay. But yeah, I was going to say, like, judging by this bar and the fact that we can hold 90,000 water, seems like having some people always putting water in there is a pretty good idea. All right, let's slow her down now. Forest and Lodge, Forest and Lodge. All right, you said not too far. All right, we'll go right there. 500 sounds pretty dang good. And then what I can do is go into you, put a couple more builders back in. Can I take away this? Demolish. Add some builders to get that done. Throw some. Did I get more people? Oh, you only wanted one? One forester? Sure. We can do that. You guys building? Clear building area. Oh, you had to chop down one tree. And then bring in some wood, it looks like. Some scrap. Do we have all that? Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot. Looks like we're gonna... Okay, so we're at production limit 500 right now. We gonna increase that limit? Wonder if it does. All the scraps in. But we chopped down a tree, it looks like. Built.
Good job. You might want to change this building's working area later on to tell your workers where they should get their wood from. Ah, and for your information, if you want, you can also tell your forester's lodge that they only ought to attend to reforesting an area in order to create a lush, green forest which generations to come can use.
Ah!
Very good. Now we ought to take care of collecting scrap. Scrap is one of the most valuable resources because the quantities present are limited, and we can recover other resources from scrap. Unlike the task we just had, the scrap yard allows larger quantities of existing scrap to be dismantled than with ruins or wrecks.
Okay. So again, we'll demolish that building. We have a drought coming up. Imagine that's what's gonna say. Build additional houses. Okay, homeless people. Gotcha. We haven't got that far yet. Scrapyard, scrapyard. 1,000 scrap right up in there. Get it done. And so it looks like there's maybe not a winter. Might be some nuclear stuff going to happen, but maybe there's not a winter that we know of. It's like our winter. It does say to build houses because we have homeless people, but the game hasn't brought me that far yet. Oncoming drought. Stockpile water and food in order to survive. The soil is going to become whatever. Yeah, but you say in season 8. We're in season 5. you built yet? Oh, it's gonna have a crane? Fancy. Could have built that even farther up. But it's fine. We can move it. Scraps in. And she's built. Sorry, produce 6. How does it work exactly? Okay, there he goes. So he gets scrap, throws it in there, and he gets...
Great.
Okay.
You can change the working area for the scrapyard, too.
Yeah.
We can recycle scrap into 4 additional resources: cloth, metal, plastic, and electronics. We'll do that shortly, but for now, we ought to take care of your settlers' needs first.
Okay.
Our people want a place to sleep and
Ah.
live. Cabins fulfill their need for safety and privacy, and increase the confidence of their inhabitants. In other words, building cabins increases their willingness to start families and reproduce, if you know what I mean.
Bang. 8 cabins? Good God. Alright, we're going to do something like 1... I can't see. 2... 3... Crap, that's a little closer there. 4... I can't see again. If I do that... Okay, good. Can I do this? Nope. There's 8. In our little housing area. Do I have extra peoples? Yeah. Get some builders. Wrong button. Let's get the people's houses built. We got some radiation. It's not good. We'll deal with that later. Ooh. No order. Oh, look at them get rid of the radiation. That's interesting. Don't know how they just did it, but they did it. Oh, it's got some different variants to it. Nice. Two more. And season 6 so far. Oh, look at their happiness.
Besides cabins, you can also provide sturdy houses and shelters as housing. Sturdy houses withstand sandstorms better and have an increased storage capacity to boot. Children living in houses gradually fill up the house's stockpiles. Settlers do not reproduce in a shelter because they lack privacy.
They'll get over it.
Let's return from our excursion into housing and refocus on scrap. With the help of a recycler or refinery, scrap can be sorted into 4 different resources. A recycler always takes scrap apart, one resource at a time, while a refinery automatically produces all 4 resources. To start off, you should build a recycler and produce cloth.
Alright, so they're saying beginner stages you're going to be able to build a recycler, but late game you'll be able to build refineries? Is that what you're saying? Do I just, like, chuck it down here? I mean, we could throw it over here. Sounds good. And then you want me to assign... Let's get a worker out of there. Let's get a refiner. Bam! I hit 4, not 3. Make me my thing. All the scraps in. How much wood do I have? Plenty. I mean, again, our stockpile is only 500. Done. And we're making cloth. So how does this work? So you went and brought something in. Now you're making... I don't know why you went there. Making 2 cloth right now. It takes a long time to make it. It's nighttime, so we're cut in half. Okay. So it's taking scrap, putting it here, and it's taking from scrap and putting it here to take our scrap and make it
You can
cloth.
instruct your recycler to produce a different resource at a time. It's important that you focus on the resources you really need, at least in the beginning. Cloth and metal look like good options if you want to equip us with protective clothing and tools.
Okay.
Happy settlers are industrious settlers. That's why we ought to look after our people and protect them against the surroundings and dangers, like radiation. So let's start by transforming our newly recovered cloth into protective clothing. A tailor will be able to help us with that.
It's full. It does have a limit. Ah, okay, make a tailor. Got it. Tailor shop. We could throw a tailor shop over here. I have no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just learning. And we gotta make a tailor, take a builder away, make a tailor. Could have done that after, but there's only 2 builders allowed on this place anyway. What's this? I don't know. Here comes the drought, though. Hopefully we have enough water stockpiled. I'm interested to see if the lake dries up in the drought or not. Like if it takes a big hit. It was neck scarves, right? Yeah. Then you go and you get your cloth and you bring the cloth back. And we're producing neck scarves. Hopefully they use it on their own. I don't gotta equip them personally. Oh, our happiness went down.
We categorize environmental radiation into 4 levels: no radiation, low level, medium level, and high level radiation. The radiation changes constantly and is influenced by weather and contaminated rain. Protective clothing helps to protect us against this kind of radiation, but it takes a while before it's produced. And production relies on a steady flow of incoming resources. Try to establish production chains at an early stage and start to stockpile goods so that some are always on hand.
Gotcha.
The tools we brought along from the Endzone are slowly but surely running out. So now, let's focus on manufacturing new tools. The tools will help us to work effectively. We'll need metal for that, so we'll prepare for production by building another recycler, which we'll commission to recover metal from scrap. After that, we'll need a workshop to enable the manufacturing of brand new tools.
You got it, dude. They're almost touching. That, another refiner. We will need refiner. We're also gonna need to build a workshop. We'll build our workshop right over here. Again, no thing at all. Okay, so we're in the drought. So we'll have no more rain. Oh, settle down. You're not happy you're living in a house. You were living in nothing. Well, it's still pretty wet for being in a drought. It's creeping. Good. Can make some things happen. Can you guys build? You know? Just saying. We have 3 children, 4 children. Stop making it a babies. I don't have any extra peoples. I have no technicians either. I'm gonna need a technician. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna let some buildings get built first. Okay, I don't need that many people. Technician. You to make metal. And instruct to make metal tools. Metal tools. And we're gonna get 2 tools. Hey, their happiness is going up. Don't know why. Oh, look at this place. The lake bed dried up. Holy crap, that is cool. The lake bed dried up. that is super cool. Attention to detail. I love that. That is awesome. How's the field? Looking dry, but we maybe to keep the field wet. We have a good amount of storage here. Ooh, that's really cool. Because you ain't got... Needs metal. You gotta give it a second. There you go, he's got his metal. Okay, you had metal. Hey, went right from the refinery and got it. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. He went straight from the refinery and grabbed the metal instead of the refinery going to the storage and then going to the workshop. That was nice. I like that too. How many do you need per? It looks like you need like 2 per. I think you need 2 metal per tool. That's not bad. I'm not even looking up here. I'm just going off of what I see happening.
With our lovely new tools, we are now prepared to work effectively.
Okay.
Should you ever run out of metal, keep in mind that you can also instruct your workshop to manufacture tools from scrap instead of metal.
I
Though
wasn't
they
paying
won't be
attention.
quite as effective, it's still better than being forced to work with bare hands.
Sure. Ooh, it's filling up. That's a crap ton of rain that you're getting per inch, but it's filling up.
Down in the end zone, we
Good
have
God.
sufficient time and resources to educate ourselves properly. But our
Oh, yeah?
children don't have this luxury. We ought to build a school and pass on what we've learned. As a
And
result,
why-
they will be able to survive and work better and more effectively.
And why do you need a school to do that? You can't just do that. You have to have a building dedicated to doing that. Makes no sense to me, but sure. School's in session. I was not talking to you, phone. Nope, shut up, phone. Nope, stop it. How about we take a water carrier down? How many water? Yeah, we'll take a water carrier down and put a teacher in. Reward is 5 settlers. How we doing? Just need scrapping wood. We're looking pretty good. We got our limit of stock in, a limit of wood in. We're doing pretty good. Tools are looking good. Radiation protectant's looking good. We got some cloth being put in there. We've got a little bit of metal, but we'll catch up on metal eventually. We've got no medication right now. No plastic, no electronics, no coal.
Perfect. Besides the fact that educated children work more effectively, we'll also teach them to be more careful with their protective clothing and tools. This, in turn, leads to them staying intact longer, and we conserve valuable resources.
That's a really cool looking school.
Now that our population is starting to grow, we ought to again turn our attention to the topic of food production. We're already accumulating fish and tilling our fields.
Not
A
bad.
gatherer's cabin will now enable us to gather mushrooms and berries from the forest nearby.
Yeah, that's right. You said not all meat. So we get a gatherer's cabin. And I throw it over here, give me 900. I can throw it over here for 1,000. I don't want it too far, like they said. Too far is a pain in the butt. Right here's not bad. That's not far. Get it done. Alright, and you need 2 gatherers? Well, good thing we just got a bunch of people. Really, really cool game so far. What's up? Additional houses and crap? I suppose I can. So, build housing cabin. We could do it like... Oh, there's water there. We could do it like... If I do that, is that fine? Sure. 3 more cabins for them. Am I ever going to be able to get rid of this? Probably not. That's an obstacle. I really should build them a second water tower as well. Cistern, that is. There, we'll get that going as well. Hit the fast forward button. How's my task looking? Gatherer's hut. How are we looking on that? Wooden scraps gotta go in. Builders. Max out our builders. Just to get things done a little faster. Kind of get an overhead view of what we got left. There we go. That's being built. Another house got built. Gatherer's hut's been doing this thing. Nearby resources a crap ton.
Very good. As you can see, the Gatherer's cabin is an effective possibility to get food quickly. But watch out. After a drought, it's going to take some time before the plants have regrown. As is the case with most buildings, here too, you can relocate the working area at any time.
Change field of work. Yeah, that's really cool.
Although we are sufficiently supplied at the moment, our survival depends on diligent planning. If we can lay out a plan for an orchard, then we can start to plant fruit or nut trees that we can harvest after a few seasons.
They are really close. Yeah, sure. Alright, an orchard. Is it an actual building? Or no, not a building. Okay. Problem with that is we ain't got a lot of area. Maybe we can plant it here. Nice little 10. How about a 10 by 10? Bam. Orchard. Alright, orchard needs 2 farmers. We can do that. We can take 2 builders away. Farmer 2. Oh, wait, you only need 2 farmers. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So they can kind of go back and forth in the fields. I should probably built it over there then. Get an extra builder up in there. And choose which seed. Well, we only have plums. This seed has not been found yet. Send expeditions to different locations. This is really cool.
The orchard
game.
has been laid out, and the trees are already beginning to grow. Similar to crops for farming, trees need some time until they are fully grown. But once they have grown, they can be harvested again and again until they have to be newly planted.
That's cool.
Our gatherer's cabin gathers food from the surrounding forests. However, there are any number of other plants there which we can use as well. These plants can be gathered by an herbal hut. The herbs gathered there can be consumed
Medicine.
by settlers to replenish their health.
Yeah, we have no medicine. I like that. Let's get a herbal hut. How we looking? Maybe plant it right over here. 350 sounds not bad. 360 sounds even better. Boom, plant it right there. Just to have in this area. We don't want to go too far right now. They said it's kind of dangerous to do that, so, you know. It is what it is. 3 extra settlers. People must have grown up. And now we need a herbalist. How are we looking? How are we looking on water? This is getting there. Maybe we'll throw an extra water gatherer with the 2 extra people we have. Throw them in there to get water going. I always can take them away. Just so we get these things filled up. Because this hasn't even been touched yet. This was maxed out at one point. Yeah, it won't take long at all for them to max that out and get onto the other one. And there you go. So now they're onto this one. That's what I like to see. How you doing? And done. And what was the task? Get 20. What's it look like? Oh, it's all boobily. Very cool. You're just chilling, dude. Go collect.
Well done. We can equally utilize the gathered herbs to convert them into medicine later on. It might happen that an illness breaks out in our settlement from time to time and spreads among our settlers. That's why we always ought to have enough herbs on hand.
Yeah, cool. So again, that's going to be 3 levels of severity.
Radiation is the main reason why the health status of our settlement can decrease. Although our settlers already use protective clothing to shield themselves against environmental radiation, it might occur that our sources of water become contaminated. We should start to filter our water to prevent this from happening. We will need a great deal of charcoal to accomplish this. The charcoal kiln will burn wood to produce charcoal.
Okay. I really wasn't paying too much attention. Filter our water, prevent this happen. Oh yeah, filter water, charcoal. Gotcha. I was just kind of looking at my wood situation not going up. Scrap went up a little bit. My wood's not going up though. Is my wood going up? Okay, yeah, it does. Just takes a while. Charcoal kiln, huh? I imagine people will complain about this one if it's too close to them. Sit and chill over there then. Charcoal burner. Take a carrier away, put a burner on. How we looking? An extra 100 into the second one. I like it. It's better to have that just in case we get a drought going. And since we can hold again, 90,000 water is our limit. Pretty sure, I like how these deer aren't afraid of people either. I'm pretty sure it's a good idea to get a lot of water going. I could probably even take away 2 builders and 2 more water carriers. Wrong button. And she's built. Very cool. We lost a lot of wood again. Seems like this thing is not fast. The workforce is only 1. That could be a good reason why. One man's doing it all himself.
Great.
May want to throw a second one in
We
there.
can use the charcoal in conjunction with a filtration system to purify our water. Unfortunately, our cistern is not able to do this. Only the water tower has the necessary equipment for this capability.
Oh.
It would be a disgrace if we had to demolish our trusted cistern just to erect a water tower in its place. What we ought to do instead is upgrade the cistern itself. A water tower can store much more water and provides workplaces for a lot more water carriers than our old cistern.
Okay, that's cool. How do we do that? Recycler, refiner, upgrade your cistern to a water tower. How do I do that? Upgrade to water tower. Cool. And now we need another recycler? Why? You didn't tell me anything about that. Listen, I pay perfect attention. Assign it to make plastic. I see. That's what you're doing. What up? No more homeless people? Stop banging. Is this being built? That one did. Plastic people. Here, give me a couple more builders, and this is refiner? Refiner. And make another refiner. Okay, that will do. An upgrade to water tower, working on that, I think. As far as I know, it's going to become a water tower? People are carrying. It's hard to tell which one I'm on. Oh, there it is. So that's upgrade. Okay. 12 plastique. I have 0. That won't be upgraded for a while. It got upgraded.
Our new water tower is up and ready for action. Good work. Filtering the water is an important next step because clean drinking water is a key mainstay of any stable society.
Do we not have charcoal? Yeah. Man, this building requires charcoal to filter radiation from water. Do you not have charcoal? Isn't that the whole point of this building? How do I know how much charcoal I have? Where is charcoal? Coal! Ha! Yeah, we got charcoal. We're good. Sure.
Let's begin with filtering our water. To save on charcoal, we ought to ensure that at least a little bit of water not contaminated by radiation is being stored in our water tower. Water gained from a well is never contaminated by radiation, so it suggests itself for that purpose. Then we can use the remaining charcoal to produce better protective clothing.
Is it because it's underground? It's already naturally filtered? But then what was the point of... Okay. Whoa. Put the well right there. Huh. Now we need a well keeper, huh? Well keeper. Interesting. So, water carriers... I can turn my water carriers off. Wait, it was like here? Yeah. I could turn one of them to be off from lakes. So, if I upgrade this one, I can say only use well water for this tower, and this tower can be for lakes, which it can be filtered, but I'm always getting clean water there. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but why, at this point, why do I even collect water from lakes if I can collect water from a well? I gotta see the well. Is the well got a certain limit? Will forwarder stock 350, effective 100%. How do you work? I'm gonna watch you. Okay, you're going. I don't know what you just did. Oh, I think you're pumping from the ground. Put it in there. Okay, yeah. So turn lake water off. I see what it's doing. It's pumping right here. There's a pump. It's even on a bicycle. So they're pumping water and then dump it into here, which would be their source. And she's peeing in. And then this can hold 350 extra on top of what we could put in here, which is like 2,000 or whatever. Yeah. Very, very cool. So this is, so turn this off. This will be lake water only. And when I get this emptied of normal water, what's this? Needs jetty, rainwater, collector, or well. No, we're good. It's just gonna take a little bit of time here. We'll be fine. How's the upgrade coming along? Just need plastique. 2 more plastique. 13 peoples. Wait, instruct the tailor shop to produce active carbon mask. Are you the tailor shop? No. Are you the tailor shop? Yes. Activate a carbon mask and then produce... Okay. Gotcha. There we go. Boom! Looking great. Activate that filter. Just to filter out that water a little bit here, much as it might not be needed. Meta water filtered per coal 600. Yeah, I know you're gonna be mad because this thing isn't producing as fast, but it's getting there. You're being filled slowly, and you're being filled back up. Oh, we're losing a lot of water here. Okay, waiting for mass to reproduce. We have extra people. We do. Here you go. Congratulations. You're now couriers. Go curry things. Fill that thing back up. How much is it actually hold now? 5,000. That's why it's low. Okay.
Good work. We are continuously taking steps towards being better and better equipped to be able to survive in this hostile environment. Filtered water is a precious asset, and later on we can even use it to irrigate our fields. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Not only our water can become a hazard for our
thought we were already
settlers
doing that.
due to radiation, our food can too. We ought to erect a decontamination post to prevent settlers from eating meals that are contaminated with radiation.
We weren't already using water from our cisterns there to keep our plants alive during that drought. Alright, decontamination post. Sure. Build her up. So this is filling. No, people are using it. But I think it is... Yeah, it's being filled more than it's being used. So eventually that will hit the 5,000 from that well. You guys building? Oh, it requires plastique. We have plastique. We're good. Boom! It is done. Cool. And then... Oh, I didn't assign anybody. People... how about we have it all larger? I know the forester wouldn't be bad. And here's a
Very
decontaminator.
good. The decontamination post is going to supply all buildings that stockpile food and are located in its working area in order to purify the food that has been affected by radiation.
Oh, was I supposed to do something? No. Product decontamination kit. Yeah. Okay, cool. What does it use? What does it use? Requires 3 something 30 water. What's that 3? I don't know what that 3 is. Sure. I don't know what I'm going to be missing out of this. It's 3 something and 30 water. I don't know what that something is. Okay.
It's true. We should never forget that even when we optimally prepare and protect ourselves, we're still going to lose friends and members of our family time and again.
What's that?
We're going to mourn them, come what may. But if we're able to bury them in a cemetery, then we'll get over the pain and let them rest in peace.
Oh, yeah, build a cemetery, you got it. Holy gigantic. What's over here? Oh, I'm like, wait, where am I? You gotta orientate myself a little better. We'll throw the cemetery over here. It's gonna require some things to be cleaned up. Oh, it's kind of cool looking. All right, let them clear that out, and then assign a mortician. Mortician. Let them get over there. Do I have all my workers assigned? Well, nope. There you go. Settlers become builders. Well, actually, wait. That may not be the best thing. Let me take away a builder. Because the settlers might be the ones to clear. Like the scrap that's in there. But they're clearing the area. And I always can throw down the order to take all these trees away. If they really get in my way. We have no drought coming up or nothing. Ooh, we are losing our happiness. What the crap is happening now? Improve the infrastructure, homeless shelter. Stop banging! I really need to be able to upgrade my houses here. It's becoming an issue. Or I should just build my houses somewhere else. Where'd my orchard go? Oh, it's right here. It's becoming a thing. So really the plan should be to move your happiness or you move your house in somewhere else because they're not happy.
Okay. The cemetery will help us to quickly get a hold on ourselves and focus on the tasks that lie ahead. It's not a pleasant thought, but that's the way things are. At the very least, we're pioneers, aren't we? Maybe we ought to distract ourselves to lighten up the mood.
What are you thinking?
We can erect a number of buildings to increase confidence in our settlement, including, for example, a campfire or a pub. In this situation, however, our best option would probably be to upgrade our town center. Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while.
Sure. Mounted bus? Upgrade to mounted bus. Alright, we'll see that. That'll be the last thing we do. I just realized we've been playing this for almost an hour.
Very
Done?
good. The new town center not only gives us more storage space, at the same time, it functions just like a campfire, too. Settlers can visit the new town center, and by doing so, increase their confidence for a while. Now that we have made efforts to ensure the spiritual well-being of our settlers, we ought to attend to their physical health as well.
They're fine. They only lost two little bits. You increased my storage by a whole 10%. Yeah. Also, what are these? Decontamination kits. You haven't been doing your job. It's the whole point of you. Make the decontamination kits. You're making none. Because I don't know what that resource is. Oh, we have 6 different type of foods now. Wish you would tell me. Okay, you're going to get water. Wish you would tell me what the other one is. Oh. I don't know what any of this is. I just want to know what that symbol is. 3 what? I don't see that symbol anywhere else. Anywhere. You say in the storage? No. You're about to say you got water. I think. Water. Okay. What's the other thing? I'll find out this way. You can just sit there and be quiet for now, dude. She's coming back. She's coming back. Yeah. Coal. Yeah, that is that symbol right there, isn't it? I started time, I'm like, what is that symbol? I can't see that. It's right there. It's coal. Gotcha. Yeah, whatever.
Our settlers can get sick from time to time. Settlers who have become infected with a disease can die from it if they're not treated. Settlers will go to a medical facility to have themselves treated and will be admitted there, provided that beds are still available. We ought to ensure our settlers' medical health care.
Yeah. I'll do that. Maybe in the next episode. All depending on you. If you want to see more of this or not, let me know in the comments down below. This game is pretty cool. This is full. That is full. We're getting some water up and running. The well is having a hard time keeping up, but that's because we're just trying to fill this thing up with well water so we no longer have to filter that. And this will be lake water that's filtered, save on our coal, because our coal production is not the greatest right now, and we got to use it to make decontamination kits. So yeah, and I wonder if the well will work during a drought. I'm not sure. Rain collectors would be nice too if we can get some of them going, but I don't think we're near that. Anyway, pause the game. Well, spacebar pauses the game. And this is what we're going to call this video. It's an hour long. I didn't expect to play this for an hour. It is fun, and we're just doing the tutorial. I like it. I like the tutorial. I imagine I'm going to like the scenarios as well. This game could be a really fun game to play. I probably will at least do one more video, finish this tutorial, and check in some of the scenarios out or something. I'm enjoying the crap out of this game. Hope you guys are as well. And if you are, hit that thumbs up button and show your support. If you're new and you haven't subscribed for more content, feel free to share this video and comment down below. And until next time, I'm ApexReaper. You all stay positive. Thanks for watching.
Afraid of the dark?